Hello and welcome to Digging the Coast 365. I'm emphasising digging because we're finally digging. Right, we are west of Elgin. This is Paul.
Hi all. Paul
has given me a week to stay in a cottage, and it's absolutely. I've got my own house. I've got my own house for a week. It is a house. It's got a kitchen and bathroom and everything and bed. So I'm buzzing. And where is it?
You're at Carden Holiday Cottages, just outside of Elgin, up in Morayshire.
Carden Holiday Cottages. Get yourself up here, honestly. It's perfectly central to Elgin, Inverness, Forres, all the north part of Scotland. This is where you want to stay. It is beautiful.
Here's that tenner now.
Stone's throw to anywhere. Here's a link. I'll put on a picture of your van sign.
Thank you.
I took a picture earlier. Right, really excited. All week I'm going to be out detecting with Paul. Have you got a YouTube channel at all you want them to go on?
You can check out the Carden Cottages YouTube channel and look for Paul Johnson and you'll find it.
Okay, you heard that. A lot of good finds found here, a lot of history here. We're out all week on different permissions. This is actually where the cottages are. The cottages are just behind there, so we're just next door. Let's do this. Absolutely buzzing. Well, I just had a pretty good signal. I've had to leave it and mark it because I've been called down. Paul's called me down. McPaul. He's not even Scottish, but let's call him McPaul. Oh, is it a coin?
It's a coin. It's an old head
that
pointing off to the right.
George the Third.
Shiny on one side.
Oh, oh, oh.
Is that one up to me?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Have you got to buy the beers in?
Is it George the Third?
I don't know, I can't make it out without my glasses on and without a degree in history.
Yeah, that's George the Third, I'm pretty sure. Silver on the... It's weird though, because it's silver on the back, looking. Not on that... It will be. You need to clean it up. Are you one of these who doesn't clean things properly until you get home?
Yeah.
Right, he's
it's
one of
only
them.
Because I was caught once putting a bit of spit on and rubbing it and somebody went, no, don't do that, it'll ruin it.
Yeah, ignore him. So we're never going to find out what Paul's finds are because he doesn't want to ruin them. That'll make for an interesting video, won't it? Paul just found something, could be silver, but we'll never know if it is or not. Now I've got to climb up my hill to dig my hole again. Okay, I've made my way back up the hill. Oh, a long way off. I hope I don't find anything else and call me down again. Right, see what mine was before I was interrupted. Let's have a look. It's lead. Oh, a big block of lead. Man, he finds a silver coin, I found a block of lead. I've got to beat him today. Oh, it's slow going, people. I don't know, I've just got a feeling there's going to be something amazing turns up. And this might be it. I'm having, it's one of them days where I just can't find my targets. Some days you can dig a plug and it comes straight into your hand. Other days you like this. Digging and prodding and poking for ages. So where are you going? Where are you? Oh, it's in here. Foil. Is that foil? It's not gold. Oh, it might be silver. No, it's aluminium rubbish. I'll tell you what it is. It's milk bottle top. 2 milk bottle tops wrapped up together to make one. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Where's the gold? So this is my best signal so far today. A pretty solid 30-32. And it's a piece of wire. It's just a piece of wire. Wire. Why wire? I've just found what looks like a coin. See it in here. Might be a button. Oh, it's nice and thin. We do like thin. It's very thin, and it is a coin, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I need time. Let me have a close look at that, baby. Well, I'm a bit gutted, I'll be honest with you, because I cannot make anything out on it. It is old, it is very old, is that? It's just too far worn. Maybe something will come up on it when I clean it a bit better later on, but I don't know. Never mind, we'll have to find something better. Something with more detail for you. Right, I found something good. It's another coin and it's bent in half. Where has it gone? Where's it gone? There, look. Look at that. Very thin, bent in half coin. I just hope I get some detail on this one. Just give me a minute, yeah? This is so incredibly frustrating. Another which I can't read anything on. That's two of them I've found, and I'm guessing these are like, I don't know, 1700s. These are old. Now, Paul's found quite a few of these, and he calls them mini musket balls. There's one there, but I'm not sure if it's a pistol ball. I don't know if you have the little blip on pistol balls or not. Because pistol balls are this size, they're the smaller ones. But I don't know if they have blips on, like the others do. But yeah, someone's been shooting here. A lot of history around here, a lot of battles. That one's confusing me slightly because of the shape of it. I thought that would bend out, but it doesn't. I think it used to actually be that shape. It's got a little blip on each side. I don't know. Well, I've popped into the woods. Just a very little bit of woodland here, and Paul says this is where there's some water here, like a natural spring, and it's the only... It was the only water source around in the olden days, so there must have been people here. Anyway, first signal, had to get right underneath a root, and a nice buckle's come up. I wouldn't like to date it. I'm not very good at things like that. I don't think it's that old, maybe 1900-ish. Yeah, that's alright. Paul has had to go. Very disappointed. I came down here looking for him, seeing how we were getting on. I've just had a message saying he's off to Inverness. Left me all on my own. Never mind, I'll find the gold without him. So I've ditched the big camera, I've gone to my phone. It's just so much easier. It's a bit windy, you might get some wind noise. And I've changed machine to my 4's Relic. I haven't used this for a while, and I should have done. I have to thank 4's Nocta themselves for replacing this for me, because my screen had gone and they replaced it for me, so thank you very much for that. I'm going to have to start using this a lot more because it's a great machine. Now, first signal with it is a coin. Can you see it? Don't know what it is. It's quite thin, which is a good sign. It might just be an halfpenny, but it might be something. It's quite thin. Let me just try cleaning this up a bit. Yes, again, I can't work out what it is. Well, I think it's an old halfpenny, but I can't make out which queen or king is on there. It's just the story of this field this morning. I can only presume the chemicals used on the field have destroyed the coins. It's so frustrating. But yeah, nice find. Thank you very much, 4's Relic. I don't know when the biggest Horseshoe 2017 World Championships is, but that's an entry. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that. That is a beast and a half. Looks like I've got another very old coin. I want artefacts, to be honest with you. Something exciting. Coins get boring after a while, especially when they're plain and you can't see what they are. Let's take a look at this one. So here it is. It's a bit bent. I just hope I can see something on it. And it is not a coin. Okay, it's an artefact. I like artefacts. What are you? Okay, it's got an hole in the top. Could be off a pendant. Don't know. I just hope there's something on that side. Well, it is sexy, I can say that much. But I can't tell what it is. There's no design on that side, what I can see. On this side, there's definitely squiggly lines in the middle there. And there's like a goldy coloured, coppery coloured gilding or edge on there. Some very fine detail. But, I don't know. Look, you can see it down the bottom there. Really fine detail, but no idea what it was off. We have another coin, and that's got a bit of silver showing through, but it's not a silver coin. It's not cleaning up well enough. It's quite thick, could be Georgian. 1700s, possibly. But again, just too far worn. I'm really enjoying using the Force Relic again. It's just getting used to it. It is quite chattery, but that's my fault. I need to play around with the settings, but I can't be bothered because I'd rather just detect than play around with settings. And you've just got to swing it very slowly, otherwise you'll miss good signals. I'm sure I've already, well, I have been up this hill already with the Minelab 705. Didn't pick that up. So rain stopped play. I got in about 4.5 hours. I was ready to stop anyway, but here's what I found. That, it seems like it might be an handle off like a cup type thing. Don't know. 3 buttons, all blank, and 5 coins, all blank. That one I think is a George the 1st or 2nd. You can sort of see his head facing this way. And the others you can't make anything out. Like they could be hammers. There's a tiny bit of silver showing through. They're old, they're definitely old, but I can't make anything out. The little pistol ball or musket ball. That very ornate thing. Don't know. And the buckle. So let's bring you up to date with who's donated in the last 4 days. We have got Michael Hanmer, Janet Wormit, $50, Josh Armentrout, $100, Colin from Upminster, £50, Timbo, £10.44, Derek Graham, £4.50, Katrina, £10, the Leggett family, $50, Sam Murray, $10, I'm falling, Kenneth Holmberg, I think that says, Kenneth Holmberg, €100, Torbjorn, £4.50, Torbjorn, £4.50, Torbjorn, £4.50, Deschriver Danny, £8, Tim Serber, $50, Peter Erfurt, £30, Jeff and Connie Cummings. Now, Jeff and Connie Cummings, $30, have said, will you stop in Cummingston to see what it's like? Because the last name's Cummings. Well, it's actually Cummings Town. Cummingston, Cummings Town. Goes by both names, really. It's 2 miles away. It's just that way, 2 miles away. There's absolutely nothing there. It's not worth showing you Mr. and Mrs. Cummings and family. But a little special surprise for you, if I've not already shown that video. I am telling the story called Randolph's Leap. And when I tell that story, it's about the Cummings family. So you'll look forward to that one. Niall, $50. Grace Moore, £10. Luke Besant, £10. Fraser McBurney, $30. Thank you, Fraser. And Ben Vereen, $100. So, in that 4 days, £606. We're now up to, another wish come true, £48,011. Buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. We now need £1,989 to reach his target, which means £39 a day for the rest of the trip, which is, I think, 51 days left. So, thank you for donating, people. Please keep them coming in. Go to diggingthecourse.com, click donate, give all that you can. All the links are in the description. And I'm that used to saying this, I just sound like a robot. Thanks for joining, guys, on Digging the Coast 3, 6, 5. So what I'll do now is I'll put some 1 or 2 places where I've been. I've been to all the sites already around here, you see. Done the sites, so I can do some metal detecting, put that at the beginning of the videos, and put some sites on afterwards. So I'll show you 1 or 2 now. Enjoy, and I'll see you. I'll be digging again tomorrow, don't you worry. Hello! Right, we're at Randolph's Leap. Randolph's Leap. It's absolutely throwing it down. And I've already told this story once in the throwing it down rain. Took me 15 minutes. Started walking away and realised I didn't have the sound on the microphone. So I'm having to do it all again. So this you see behind me is Randolph's Leap. It doesn't look much, but that's a big... I can't zoom in properly on this lens, you can't appreciate how big that is, but it's about 12 foot down from the top of them cliffs, rocks. About 12 foot down and about 12 foot jump across. You'd have to be running for your life to be able to jump across that. And somebody did. Now on this side you had a pretty rich family called the Cummings. It was a man and his 6 sons. He had 6 sons and they pretty much owned all the land over there. He was like the local forest commissioner, forest looking after, ranger, that's the word I'm looking for. He was the forest ranger over there and he earned good money. You know, he had a good social standing. He was well respected in the area. Over here you had the Randolphs. Now Mr. Randolph was the nephew of King Robert the Bruce. Oh yes, so we're going back to the early 1300s. Unfortunately, the Randolphs on this side of the river didn't get on with the Cummings on the other side of the river. They kept bickering, and the Randolphs turned round one day and said, look, stay on your own side of the river, guys, don't come anywhere near us and we won't give you any problems. If you do come over here again, we're going to kick your heads in. The eldest son of the Cummings, Alexander, took offence by that, saw it as a threat. He thought, you know, I'm not putting up with that, let's go kick their heads in. So he got 100 men and came over the river onto this side, looking for the Randolphs for a fight. Unfortunately, what Alexander and his 100 men didn't know is that the Randolphs knew they were coming. They'd been tipped off and they were waiting in the trees and ambushed them as they were going through. So the Cummings weren't ready for this ambush and they got their heads kicked in. They had to retreat and run away. They all ran away apart from 4. 4 of them were left stuck on this side of this rock. And the the Randolphs were coming after them. So they had one option really, stay there and die, or jump across there. They took the jump and they managed to get across, which, as I said earlier, you'd have to be running for your life to actually make that jump. It's a big jump. So the Cummings got away, back onto their own side, away from the Randolphs. And if you read all the information boards around, that's the end of the story. If you know the truth, it's not. Yes, the Randolphs did jump that and they got to their own side, but the Randolphs weren't putting up with that. They chased the Cummings over. They all went over after them. The Cummings found a cave round the corner, hid in a cave, but the Randolphs found them in the cave and basically beat them to death. So a pretty tragic ending. It's a lesson in life, you know, don't mess with your neighbour. If your neighbour says stay off his property, just stay off his property. They had it all over there, you know, rich dad, all these sons, all this money. They should have just stayed happy. Just ignored the Randolphs, and they'd have lived, but they didn't. But the last thing about this story is this is called Randolph's Leap, and it shouldn't be. It should be called Cummings Leap, because it's the Cummings who made the leap. That's a true story. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one, because I'm absolutely wet through and I did it all for you. It's belting it down. Just before I leave, I must say there was just the most almighty splash just down here. Either that was a fish, a big fish jumping, or there's some kids around here having a laugh and just threw like a log in the water near me. It was a massive, massive splash. Now I know there's a lot of salmon in this area, but it's the wrong time of year for them to be jumping upstream and all that. That's November. But I'm pretty sure that were a fish. If it's any Randolphs or Cummings having a laugh, I'll have a go. I'm not scared of neither. I'm actually staying in a wigwam tonight and tomorrow night. It's not like a proper wigwam, it's more like a luxury shed, but it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. I've already been there just to have a look around, booking, and excuse me, and doing more sites. It's about 6 o'clock now, but there's still about 3 sites I want to do, and then loads of editing. I've done 3 sites earlier. I think that's my 4th. There's 3 more I want to do. I might as well get them out of the way while it's raining. I can't metal detect today. So whilst it's raining, let's just get them out of the way, and then I can concentrate on metal detecting when it's dry. Or drier. Or at least not raining. Now this is what annoys me about the internet. Wrong information. It does me head in. Now I don't know which is right now, because I didn't read the board before I went down. I don't know which is right. It's now saying, I told you it was a dad and his 6 sons, yeah? And his son was called Alexander, the eldest son. Here it's saying the dad was called Alexander Cummins, and his eldest son was called Alistair. So which is it? I don't know. And I'm glad I did read the sign, because it's actually telling me another story. So I'm going to have to go back down there and just tell you a little bit about that. I'm furious now. I came here, I thought I'd be here 5 minutes telling this story. I've been here nearly an hour. I filmed it all, and then I realised I had no sound on my camera. It's throwing it down. It says there's a flood stone. I can't find the flood stone. I'll just have to tell you the story, man. Right, there was a flood in 1829. Like, that's down the bottom, yeah? It flooded 50 feet high. 50 feet high, 1829. And there's 2 floodstones. There's one here, there's one over the other end somewhere, and it marks how high it got. Really, really, really high. 50 foot. It rained on August the 2nd for 3 days solid. 50 foot, can you imagine it raising 50 foot? That is ridiculous. But where the stone is, I don't know. I give up. I'm not bothered. It'll just look like a stone, a wet one, a really wet stone. Probably a big one. A big, wet stone. So just, you can picture it in your head, can't you? You don't need me to show you it. Who gives a toss about a stone? So here you have a floodstone. It's actually dated 1829 on there. It's just on the path as you're walking down. You can't miss it. They put this thing round to protect it. Looks like a grave, but that is the height the water got up to. That is ridiculous. Oh, I've just gone dizzy. You know how you stand up too quick and you go dizzy? I've just done that. But yeah, I wanted to show you that and just tell you the story about the flood as well. Crazy. Right, let's get out of here. I've had enough. If someone had said to me then, if you jump over Randolph's Leap, we'll give you your last 55 minutes of your life back, I'd have done it. I would have done it, and I'd have succeeded as well. What a waste of my life. I know I've got a year to do this trip. I know I shouldn't be rushing around, you know, that's a long time, is a year. But you still don't like wasting time. That's an hour. I could have spent that hour, I don't know, asleep maybe, cleaning my car, picking up dirty, anything. I could have been doing anything rather than just getting wet, recording incorrectly, getting out of breath, getting tired, and it's getting late. Just leave me alone, leave me alone. On to the next.